yes or no? Aren't we a democratic republic?
We are a democracy. As Tom pointed out, we are a balance of powers, divided government. We're not a parliamentary system. We're a very unique form of democracy. We're the oldest continuous democracy on the face of the earth right now, but it's not running very well.
3 minutes to the gentleman, very distinguished chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, gentleman from Michigan, Mr. Rogers.
The gentleman from Michigan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I think the American people, certainly some well-intentioned members in this chamber, have legitimate concerns. They should be addressed. We should have time and education on what actually happens in the particular program of which we speak. And I'll pledge to each one of you today and give you my word that this fall, when we do the Intel authorization bill, we will work to find additional privacy protections with this program that has no emails, no phone calls, no names, and no addresses. 14 federal judges have said, yes, this comports with the Constitution.
We insist on freedom and privacy. In solidarity with our friends in Germany, we say, wir bestehen auf Freiheit und Privatsphäre. And we insist on freedom and privacy. In solidarity with our friends in France, we say, nous insistons sur la liberté et la vie privée. We insist on freedom and privacy. In solidarity with our friends in Mexico and throughout the Spanish-speaking world, we say, insistemos en que la libertad y la privacidad. In solidarity with our friends in Brazil, we say, insistimos em liberdade e privacidade. We insist on freedom and privacy. The state has made this equation. Security or liberty, take your pick. Listen to Benjamin Franklin's well-known admonition. In 1755, he said, those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Today, in 2013, faced with a choice from a government which moves without morality, without respect for liberty or law, here or abroad, without adherence to the Constitution, let us declare that we have made the choice and we choose liberty.
The message to the NSA is now coming from every branch of government, from every corner of our nation. NSA, you've gone too far.
Congressman King said one incident was called 9/11. We call that one incident. That should never happen again. That's what we're about here. That's what we're trying to do. I think it's also important to note that...
And I realized there would be a monstrous attack on the United States, so I immediately called the White House. I called for National Security Advisor Condi Rice, and her assistant came on the phone and said, Congressman Rohrabacher, what is it? And I said, I've got to see her, I've got to warn her about an imminent major terrorist attack that is going to happen very soon in our country. There will be a huge terrorist attack, and I need to talk to her about it and give her some details of what I think is going to happen. And the aide said, you know, Congressman, she's talked about Afghanistan before. We know you're an expert on that, but she can't see it today. You know, she's a very busy person. But if you come over tomorrow at 3 o'clock, she will talk to you, and I will put you on the schedule. So, I was on the schedule at 3 o'clock to talk to Condoleezza Rice to warn her of an imminent major terrorist attack. That's what the schedule says. That was the day that I was supposed to meet her was 9/11.
FBI agent Jane Turner filed a whistleblower complaint in 2002 when she discovered FBI agents were removing items from Ground Zero following 9/11.
this committee's appropriate requests for information and documents crucial to our investigation into what happened in Boston. 3 months ago, there was a terrorist attack in our country, and it is this committee's responsibility to find out how we did not see it coming. What concerns me greatly is that the problem at the heart of preventing the Boston bombings is a failure to share information, that is being witnessed now in this very room. The information requested by this committee belongs to the American people. It does not belong solely to the FBI, and I sincerely hope they do not intend to stonewall our inquiry into how this happened. I said when I started this investigation that we were going to find out what happened, what went wrong, and how to fix it. And I will not be satisfied until we get the answers that the American people deserve. As Dzhokhar arrives in court today, justice is just beginning. Today we turn to making sure what he did is prevented from ever happening again. Just weeks ago, I walked the streets of Boston with my colleague Bill Keating. And while the city's resilience and strength were obvious everywhere we went, how this attack could have occurred in spite of multiple warnings was still not clear.
Yet we're seeing before us a president who's not listening to the people. Time and time again, these actions are taken when there's, like a magician, he's over here, focusing over here, and he did this in a day in which a Texas senator was speaking. This is all designed for us to be asleep while our rights are being stripped. When is the American people going to wake up and realize that the book 1984 has come about? Your rights are being stripped and I hear nothing. My friend Bill Murray, who is an unwilling participant in a lawsuit to take prayer out of schools, said it best. His mother was an atheist who sued. And he said the greatest fear that she had was that the American people would rise up. But what happened was nothing. Not a word was said. And today, your rights were stripped. And we hear silence. It reminds me when Jesus was in the praying and he turned to his disciples and they fell asleep. There was silence. Go on, sleep. America, go on, sleep. Your rights are being stripped and you say nothing. I yield back.